What is going on, everybody? And in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a bunch of clips and recordings that I've taken throughout the past week, throughout the whole year of NHL. And what these clips consist of are just things that EA need to consider fixing for NHL 18. A lot of them is gameplay, a lot of them is just things that are really frustrating in the game that I found frustrating, and I wanted to let you guys know about them, wanted to showcase them for you guys. I'm sure a lot of you have come across this while playing NHL throughout this season. And if you guys do agree with me, be sure to comment down below your thoughts on the video and also any other additions that I could have made to the video that you want to see in NHL 18. But without further ado, let's jump right into this video. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the passing in this game. The first clip here, the defenseman has it. Clearly, he wants to pass to the guy there, but no, it misses him, and then my guy picks it up and passes it back into the corner, which shouldn't ever happen. Here's another example of passing into the corner for an icing. It wasn't actually icing. My guy picks it up and passes it right back to him. I don't know why this is happening. Another example, icing pass right there. The icing pass was famous in this NHL 17. Here's another example of it right there. Here's an example of a D-to-D pass that should have happened and didn't. I rifled it back into my zone, and to make matters worse, this happened after the defenseman picks it up. He has so much momentum, he crashes into the goalie and it goes in for a goal. So these next two clips appear in the same game, in the same period, moments apart. We're starting off with an icing pass, and then the goalie passes it out to the wrong guy. That guy passes it back to the wrong guy, and then another icing pass. This is just one example of a series of horrible passing events that occur throughout games, throughout the year. Passing percentage is so low throughout all of the games. It's absolutely ridiculous. They gotta fix the passing. It's gotta be more accurate. It's gotta be crisper. It's gotta be more realistic. It'll make the gameplay a lot better. Alright, so the next thing we're going to take a look at is the goaltending throughout NHL 17. The goaltending was absolutely atrocious throughout this year. You could have Ron Hextall make 39 saves shutout one game and then let in like 4 goals on 14 the next game. It was so flip-floppy. It was so wonky. Some of these clips include goalies like Patrick Roy and Hextall, Kolzig letting in the absolute worst goals possible, which they should never let in. They're 94 rated. I don't know why this was happening, but it was happening throughout the whole year. And let's just take a look at some of these clips. Starting things off here, Patrick Roy makes a random stack the pad save, a random animation that he should never really make. I don't know why the goalie was programmed to make this save in this certain situation, but it wasn't effective at all. Take a look at it here. The puck just slides into the net. It was really bad. Here's another example of another goalie making a stack the pad save. I don't know why they're doing that. It went right into the net. It wasn't even effective. Here's an example of a player and goalie just having poor communication. The puck's just like sitting in front behind him, and then he just kicks it in. The player's winning it off the faceoff. A horrible rebound by the goalie here. Quick win out the draw. I don't know why the player is even winning it to the goalie in general, but then it just bounces off of him right to the player for a goal. Another example of a poor faceoff. I don't know why the goalie's 5-hole is open like that or what he was doing. This is Patrick Roy. Can't even make a save off of a face-off. Here's another example of a player kicking it into the net. Goalies are just, I don't know what the problem is. That was a horrible goal. It was the slowest goal ever. Just goes in. Here's another example of a player just kicking it in. Goalies just have horrible rebound control. Just a weak shot from the very far corner of the boards. That should never go in on any goalie. Look at how weak that is. Yeah, sometimes they have a weird bounce in the NHL and stuff, but this is occurring way more frequently than it does in the NHL. Here's another example from the same boards, from the far side of the boards. A weak shot, and it manages to go 5-hole. I don't know why the goalies are letting that in. Ben Bishop's like an 89 overall goalie this year. Here's a clip of the goalie going out to get the puck, to play the puck, which is never even actually a command. You can't command the goalie to come out and play the puck. It just kind of happens. The game decides when the goalie comes out or not, I guess. Most of the time, you don't even want your goalie to come out, and then when you actually switch to goalie and you try to come out and play it, it doesn't even let you, so I don't know what they're trying to do here. But as we take a look at this clip, the goalie is being summoned out of the net, I suppose, picks up the puck, goes to pass it over, completely misses the player, and then it ends up going to the back of the net. Don't know why that should ever happen in this game. It's not even professional at all. It's not realistic. Here's an example of just a terrible goal. I don't know why the goalie is not hugging the post more. Here's the weakest backhander of all time from the point. and it just slides into the back of the net. There was hardly any traffic. Any goalie could have seen that. Now, here is probably one of the worst examples of bad goaltending. This is a power play for me. He dumps into the zone. My goalie goes out to play it. I didn't command him to do it at all. He just goes out, completely misses the puck. It bounces off the boards right in front of the net for him. Now, in this situation, it's obviously going to be a goal here, so I dive outwards. I don't know why Holtby isn't hustling to get back. Doesn't even make a desperation save. He just sits there. Eventually, the puck just goes off a bunch of people and into the back of the net. That play is just awful. This is just the cherry on top of all bad goaltending for NHL 17. Alright, next up, we're gonna take a look at something that has really frustrated me a lot throughout this year, and it occurs quite often in games. It is players running into each other wherever on the ice they are. It's mostly in the neutral zone, mostly when you're carrying the puck up, and the computer just turns around, completely gets in your way for no reason. I don't really know why the AI do this, but it's real frustrating. And the first few clips we're going to look at are some clips from one of my recent videos that happened all in the same video, and it's just real frustrating. Let's just take a look at it. Who's gonna get it? Versteeg? Okay, McInnes is gonna get it. Let's see if I can go all the way. Get out of the way, Malkin! Get out of the way, Konechny. From the zone. Oh my god, making some moves. Get out of the way! Oh my god! The next couple clips are just a bunch of people running into each other. It just kills the momentum. I'm trying to skate up the ice with it. Completely losing momentum. Lose the puck. Lose the play. Here's another example. I'm dangling a little bit. I just run into each other, and it's just real annoying. Another example of players running into each other. Kills the play. Kessel picks it up here. He's got nowhere to go. Eventually, we just lose the puck. And this is the absolute worst play possible. Here we have two players pretty much sandwiching the defenseman. The puck squeaks loose there. Cronwall should be able to go on for a breakaway. Instead, he just runs right into the players, completely falls down, and the play is completely lost. So I don't have as many clips of this happening. I just grabbed as many as I could to show you guys because it does happen quite often, and it's something that needs to be fixed just to make the gameplay a little bit crisper and better. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at are CPU penalties. What really annoyed me about CPU penalties is the fact that you can't control them. As we take a look at some of these clips here, the CPU just hooks, trips, completely ruins the play. I'm trying to play defense, and the CPU are just standing there taking a meaningless slashing penalty or a hooking penalty, ruins the play, puts me on the PK. It's really annoying. It's something that EA have to stop in the next game. In this next clip here, the CPU completely trips up the defenseman before taking the shot. If that was me in that situation, I'd block it. I wouldn't go near him enough to trip him. It actually happened twice in the span of like a couple of minutes in the same game. It was absolutely ridiculous. This next clip happened online. The CPU just finished taking a tripping penalty, and then the CPU comes off for the face-off and just slashes the crap out of my player there and gets another CPU penalty. In this last clip here, I'm going to slow down once Pietrangelo gets behind the net, but as you can see here, as soon as I switch off of Pietrangelo, he decides to hook the player. Literally, the moment I switch off of him, it's like he's programmed to hook him, gets the penalty, CPU penalty, and that just pretty much sums up what CPU penalties are in this game. In these next couple clips, I don't have a lot of them, I only have 3, but we're going to take a look at CPU offsides, or just offsides in general. A lot of the times you'll just be skating into the zone full speed and you'll just go offside. I have one clip of that. 2 other clips that I have are just the CPU is just literally skating offside before I enter the zone. It's really annoying. It's something you can't control, just like CPU penalties, and we're just going to take a look at it right here. So Sebastian Aho, actually it's not Aho, it's Konechny, passes it over to me and then just skates offside for no reason. I don't know why he pivoted like that, but somehow he decided to do that animation before I was able to get into the zone. In this next clip here, Parayko's skating up the ice with it. I do a little deke at the blue line, but the CPU should recognize that I'm taking the puck into the zone. They shouldn't blow the zone like that. It's really annoying. And in this final one here, Sullivan is able to pick up the puck, and I'm literally skating full speed into the zone. I didn't do anything, maybe a little slight hesitation at the blue line, but once again, the CPU should be able to hold the line, and the CPU who went offside isn't even on the screen, so I don't even know where he is. I had no control over him going offside, and these are just really annoying in this game. It kind of kills the play, much like CPU penalties, much like running into each other. So the last thing that we're going to take a look at for the video is going to be the refereeing in NHL 17. These clips consist of refereeing just making bad calls on a breakaway. It should be a penalty shot, or it should be a penalty at least, We're also going to take a look at the goaltending interference that they've had in this game, where the referee calls no goal on goaltender interference, and then they never actually show them saying no goal or a goal. The camera just cuts to like the rafters, and then it just becomes a face-off. It's kind of like a glitch. I don't really call it a glitch, but it's kind of like one, and that's something they need to fix for the next game. So, taking a look at this first clip, what we're going to see here is I get a breakaway with Konechny here, and what should have been a penalty shot, he clearly tripped me as I was getting a scoring opportunity. It only resulted in a penalty, which is kind of annoying because I never ended up scoring on that power play. In this next clip, we have another example of a breakaway that should have been called as a penalty shot. I took the tripping penalty to try to go manual goalie and make a better save, but ended up not actually being a penalty at all. So I was kind of glad about that, but that's really annoying if you're the one who has that opportunity and you don't get called on anything. He didn't even get a shot off, so it's not like he could have called no penalty shot. He didn't even get a shot. He fell to his knees, and it was absolutely no call at all, which is a little annoying. In this next one here, we're going to take a look at goaltender interference that definitely should have been called. I'm going to slow it down here just so you guys can see it in slow motion. The goalie gets absolutely clobbered by the attackman. The guy then turns around and backhands it right into the net as the goalie's skating back into the zone. Clearly should have been goaltender interference, but it wasn't called. The referee is literally staring right at the play. Don't know why it wasn't goaltender interference. In this next one here, Hagley gets absolutely interfered with. As I go to pass to him, he's getting body checked, so he can't receive the pass. The pass goes past him, goes down for an icing. Both of the referees are staring at the play. I don't know how they didn't call this interference. Now we're going to take a look at the second goaltender interference call that should have been called. The goalie goes out of play, and I slow it down here to make it a little bit easier for you guys. The defenseman comes skating back looking for a pass from the goalie. The goalie gives it to him, but the defenseman completely misses the puck. I'll go back, and you can watch the forechecker absolutely wreck the goalie out of the way. The defenseman misses the puck. The other forechecker picks it up, has a wide open cage to shoot it in. The goalie isn't able to skate back in time because he gets hit from the attackman, and then the ref calls it a goal. So as I said earlier, the last clip we're going to take a look at is goaltender interference. Here we have the player completely running into the goalie. It's obviously going to be no goal. The ref waves it off, but instead of the ref actually eventually indicating whether it's a goal or no goal like they do on kick-ins or high sticks or anything like that, I'm just going to speed it up here to show you guys what actually happens. The NBC logo comes on, and then it just goes to white screen, and then it goes to the face-off. The ref never actually does anything about it. He never shows anything, and that's every time there's a goaltender interference, this is what happens. EA needs to fix this. It's a waste of time. Everyone knows it's going to be no goal, and we just sit here and we're forced to look through it, or we have to take our pause, which some of us don't want to do because we want to take our time out later. It's just really annoying, and they got to fix it. So this has been the video of me explaining the things that I want EA to fix for the next game, NHL 18. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. Also comment down below your thoughts on the video. Anything you want to say about what EA should fix for NHL 18, comment then down below as well. If you guys want to see me do a video of things that I think EA should add into NHL 18, like that video, also comment that down below as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.